Hey, Marissa and April. I just wanted to take a moment and talk through kind of our current state of affairs and lay out a future roadmap for our blocks. First thing I want to talk about are cost adders. There are things that we're doing to the blocks that are adding cost to them, specifically hand routing and hand sanding. I want to talk about the options we have on profiles and how they affect cost, and then plan for the future transition to possibly tumble processing. When we CNC cut a wood block, and I'm going to use a square block just as an example to talk about, but if we CNC cut a wood block, that block starts off at about $2.19. That is a fixed cost, and there's not a lot I can do about that. What I've been focusing on are the cost adders. If we hand route a block, that adds about $1.35 to it in labor. And then if we hand sand that block, that adds about $1.15. This graphic gives you kind of a visual. So this is a raw block over here. This is a block that came off the CNC machine. It has sharp corners. These three blocks over here have been hand routed, which added the routing labor, and then they were flap sanded by hand, which gives them a really nice smooth feeling. But the hand routing step is adding a lot of cost. This block has been flap sanded but not routed. The edges are not as rounded over as these others, but they are soft to the touch. So kind of where we're at is we have these CNC cut blocks, and then we're adding hand routing and hand sanding, which is giving us an expensive product. Down the road, we might want to move to tumble sanding, which will remove these hand routing and hand sanding steps. It'll create a consistent product quality, and it'll give us a profile somewhere between that softened profile and that 16th inch profile. So where we are now, we have an expensive product that we're doing a bunch of hand routing to and a bunch of hand sanding to. Where we want to be is to move to this machine processing step where we can remove that hand sanding and hand routing. To get there, I think what we need to do is remove the hand routing step and move to only using a hand sanding step. That'll give us a profile that's somewhere between a 16th of an inch and that softened profile. It'll be a medium labor cost. We'll remove the cost of the hand routing, so it'll be less than that. But the hand sanding will still be more costly than just running it through a big machine. But this transition step would get us from here to there. So again, my recommendation to move forward is you do have some beach houses that need stock balance. So I think we need to balance out your existing beach house stock so that you guys can sell through your existing stock. And then in the future, all new block orders, I believe we should remove the routed profiles and switch to sanding over to just hand sanding to get that approximate 16th inch or a little less round over. What do you guys think? Does that sound like a good plan to you? Let me know. Thanks.